When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Boise State Broncos offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
He's going to take a shot right away. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Washington State lines up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Here comes the hurry up.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Boise State ready to send up that offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Dances away from 1. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Washington State going quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to run it. It's Parker. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They get to the line quickly. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tempo in overdrive. On third down, he drops the throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Slings it downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He chucks one out to the right. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hudson. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter to do. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Fires it incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He'll just keep slinging it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Washington State lines up quickly.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He's going to pass on second down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Cougars get it past the sticks.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second and goal for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Fakes his man out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The give to the tailback. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Washington State going quickly. To the air, it's Mateer. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Obliterates him, still on the move. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He finds his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Twist his way through. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Remember this one simple precept: your time with me will not have been ill spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Washington State lines up quickly.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Boise State. The defense with the scoop and score. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job on the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 13 to Arizona.
Makes the grab on the left.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45, on its way. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Using his legs, it's Genty. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Pulls it in. It's Genty. He breaks a tackle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Running with power. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This is an offense that leads the nation in 1st downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They can throw it. They can run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Offense working from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. False start offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Got his man down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Dances away from the heat. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Finds his big tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes the grab on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Washington State, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the shotgun. No, he just flat ran over it. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First down here for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they're still down by 20. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes, a testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertsons Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find...
Batted into the air, and it's picked off. Touchdown, Boise State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 13 to Arizona.
Give to the back.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Cougars are on the move. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Fires on the move. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. So here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Washington State, 13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. Those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll try the run. Smashes through. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. And the stomping has commenced.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Reads it, fires complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Genty. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll run it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Makes one man miss. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, looking again to throw. Gets rid of it. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
While they're trying to attack the middle of the field, that time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it! Touchdown Broncos! And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's got the tight end. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. He wants to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Genty. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He's going to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Boise State. And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense in an empty set. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Washington State will have to boot it away. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the try is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Trying to get to him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive, first and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown Broncos! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to pass it on second down. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Brings up 4th down.
He'll bring it back. It's Genty. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution?
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thanks for watching. See you in a few moments with another stream.